In this universe, there are few people who were incredible and are still remembered. They are always in our hearts and minds. Every devotee of our community, with due respect, pays tribute and salutes these personalities with all gratitude. Among them, 24th Tirthankara Lord Mahavira is the one to whom we remember every minute of our life.
As we celebrate the joy of his birth today, we take this opportunity to share the glimpse of the biography of Lord Mahavira. We also thank Guruma for giving us this opportunity to stand before you all and express our devotion towards Lord Mahavira on this auspicious day.
Dear devotees, we all know that Lord Mahavira was born as Prince Vardhamana to King Siddhartha and Queen Trishla of Ikshvaku dynasty in 599 BC on 13th day of rising moon during the month of Chaitra. That is, according to Gregorian calendar, it is the month of March April when we celebrate the joy of birth of Lord Mahavira and call it as Mahavir Jayanti. It is said that Queen Trishla saw 14 dreams during her pregnancy, and those dreams indicated that her unborn child will be destined to greatness. Among 14 dreams, Mata Trishla saw lion, which indicated that the unborn baby will be brave and courageous, and he will definitely be Tirthankar or Chakravarti in this Arya Kshetra called Bharat or India. The newborn was taken to the Meru Parvat and the first shower bath was given by 65 Indras with their great divine family. 56 divine fairies also attended the ritual with joy and pomp. Dear devotees, may I know the reason why Vardhamana was called as Mahavira?
The reason is very simple. As a child, Vardhamana was brave and displayed many acts of courage during several difficult situations and accordingly recognized as Mahavira. He was brought up between much luxury, but yet nothing affected him as he wanted a simple life. Obeying parents, he married Princess Yashoda and the couple had a beautiful daughter Priyadarshana. We know that karmas never leave anyone, and then Vardhamana was 28, his parents passed away. Elder brother Nandivardhan took up the charge and responsibility of kingdom as decided. Vardhamana craved freedom from worldly attachment and sought his brother's permission to renounce his royal life. But Nandivardhan tried to dissuade him from his resolve. But Vardhamana was steadfast, practicing fast and meditation at home.
At last, at age of 30, on 10th day of Magasira, he embraced the ascetic life of a monk and gave his possessions and uttered Namo Siddhanam and left all his worldly attachments behind. Vardhamana spent the next 12 and a half years pursuing a life of hard penance to drive away his basic attachments. He practiced complete silence and rigorous meditation to conquer his basic desires.
He assumed a calm and peaceful demeanor and sought to overcome emotions like anger, greed, etc. He discarded his clothes, shaved his head, and put himself through hardships. During the tenure of his penance, he practiced philosophy of non-violence. It is said that tired Mahavira has fallen asleep for few minutes and he experienced a series of 10 strange dreams.
On 10th day of rising moon day during Vaishakh month in 557 BC, he sat under a sal tree on the banks of river Rijuvalika and attained Keval Jnana, that is omniscience. At last, on 30th day of Kartika, Lord Mahavir reached salvation and left to heaven. Dear devotees, the message of Mahavir Jayanti to everyone is as our Lord experienced perfect perception, perfect knowledge, perfect conduct, unlimited energy, and unobstructed bliss. Let us follow his footprints and serve the mankind as much as possible. Let us extend the hands of cooperation towards those who are in need and practice the philosophy of Jainism.
Let us join together to uplift our society. Hope All Shravaks of this great Jin Shasan will do best for society. I conclude asking apology if I said anything against Jinagya. Thank you. Blissful Mahavir Jayanti to one and all.